Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, the annoying voice of podcasting, and you're listening to the non-annoying Three Guys in a Flick.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
I'm not that good at a lot of stuff, especially thinking things through, and that's why this plan was so shitty. But my feelings were hurt, and I'm glad I at least did something about it. Making bad decisions is nothing new to me.
Three guys and a flick with Don, Ken, and John. Dive into the movies well after the dawn. From the good to the bad to the wildly absurd. They give a fuck about films. Their voices are heard.
Welcome back. You are listening to Three Guys in a Flick. This is where we review the good, the bad, and the absurd. Tonight's episode, Bad Words. Beware spoilers. Coming to you from the Golden Quill National Spelling Bee in Los Angeles, my name is Don. And to my right, we have the comic book guy, John.
Heidi-ho.
And to my left, we have the Professor, Ken.
Helloev.
Well, I didn't think it was that hard of a word to spell, but, you know, what do I know?
Actually was a sentence.
Yes, it was. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good. Good.
Fantastic. What about you, sir?
I'm all right.
Yeah. When you started spelling that, I reminded me of the TV version of Stephen King's The Stand. Moon spells moon. Did you ever see that?
Mm-hmm.
You did not. You fucking
No, I
liar.
did too.
Shut up.
I know
You
exactly
did
what you're
not.
talking about.
Tonight we are talking about bad words. Bad words comes to us via the Bronco helmet and was submitted by one McLovin, which we all know is Keenan. So he threw this into the Bronco helmet, and this one's for him.
Do we know why he submitted it to the Bronco helmet?
He likes this movie for the most part. There's a lot of things to get into.
Does he like a lot of bad words?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what he was raised on, bad words.
I was just going
right?
to say, look at his dad.
Yeah, look at his fucking dad. That fucking guy.
Well, it's amazing that people, they know that we pick random movies, out of the helmet. It's not that a lot of these are predetermined unless it's something special. So we picked this movie, and what was going on this week?
Well, the same night that we are recording, it also happened to be the same night of the finalist of the Scripps Spelling Bee.
The National Spelling Bee.
That's right.
Do you think any of them are 40-year-old men?
Probably not.
Oh.
I wouldn't think so.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Would either one of you care to know what the winning word was?
Yes, I am fucking on pins and needles.
The word is bromocryptine. Bromocryptine.
Can I get a definition?
No, I don't have a definition.
Can I get the origin of the word?
No, I don't have the origin of the word.
Fabricryptine.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Bromocryptine. I have no idea, but that was the winning word.
Oh, well.
I'm curious. Did you guys ever participate in the school spelling bees?
Every year. It was a kind of a requirement.
And how far did you get?
Maybe the second round, if I was lucky. But a lot of the times, me and my friends thought it would be funny to get it wrong on purpose. So
I participated for many years in a different way. When our school would have the Scripps Spelling Bee, I was the pronouncer.
Oh, really?
The word is banana.
So you were the man.
Yes, I was.
Of course he was. He has that voice,
Mhm.
right? Banana. B-A-N. Anna. Banana. Released on March 14th, 2014, Bad Words was directed by Jason Bateman, written by Andrew Dodge, and it stars Jason Bateman, Catherine Hahn, Rohan Chand, Ben Falcone, Philip Baker Hall, Allison Janney, and a bunch of Spelling Bee contestants and their parents.
How'd this movie do, Don?
This movie was made for $10 million and brought in $8 million. I feel like it's going the wrong way.
Yeah, surprisingly, I don't even remember when this movie came out. I know it came out in 2014, but I don't remember hearing about it.
So watching it for the pod was your first time?
This was my first time.
What about you?
Yeah, I broke my cherry on it here.
Yeah. Keenan told me about this movie a while back ago, and I watched it, and I remember laughing, and yeah, I didn't see it in the theater either.
This is just it's definitely what you would call a dark comedy. It's one of those movies that it's so funny. It's like uncomfortably funny, if that makes sense.
Sort of. Yeah, this story, it has a redemption arc to it. And so we are introduced to a character that is plainly not liked by the other characters around them. And because of this, it's hard to get yourself behind this character and say, why do I want to root for this character?
Well, the character is a complete dick, and he gives off bad Santa vibes. I mean, he just is so unlikable, you kind of like him.
So we have reviewed 3 movies where we have had this type of a character, not necessarily to the extremeness, but in general. There is Scrooged, School of Rock, and Scent of a Woman. Our main character, in general, is not liked by the people around him.
Oh,
makes sense,
yeah, okay. I was going to say School of Rock, everybody loves Dewey. But no, not everybody loves Dewey. You're
Especially in the beginning. The kids don't love him in the beginning.
Well, it's not even the kids. I think it's what's her name. It's what's his name's.
Angelica.
No,
roommates?
Sarah Silverman.
Sarah Silverman.
And then
Thank
his
you.
bandmates who kick him out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And so this story is a redemption arc, and you're wondering if it's going to get better. You know, as opposed to just having outright, characters that are bad that you just don't like and having them being in the movie. But yeah, we do get other characters that are like this, where they're kind of sort of jerks. But you look at something like Groundhog Day, As Good as It Gets, Despicable Me, Shrek. These are people that aren't beloved by people around them. But once again, you get this redemption arc that they are going through. That by the end of the movie, it's like, all right, I'm behind you.
Yeah. It definitely starts out that way, and the level of behindness you are with this character at the end, I think, is up to the individual. This movie is at times uncomfortable to watch.
For sure.
However, you're right. There is a redemption arc, though I think it's tiny.
It's not a lot. That's for darn sure.
It's a revenge movie,
but
really.
I think it starts out as a revenge movie. But the redemption arc, small, but it's a step in the right direction, and I call that progress.
Speaking of uncomfortable, this is an uncomfortable movie to watch with Nana sitting next to you.
What do I always say? Ken, what do I always say?
You play dumb games, you win dumb prizes.
Ding, 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 ding. Guess what, bud? You won a dumb prize.
I didn't know anything about this movie going
but
into
But
it.
the fact that you watch them every week and you are always surprised.
I could have used a little warning.
I'm shocked you didn't do your research ahead of time, which...
You always tell me not to read the movie ahead of time.
Yeah, but I don't think you listened to me. So there's that.
At the very least, maybe you look at what the movie is rated and why it is rated what it is rated.
However, Nana is an adult. So
there you go.
I mean,
that's fair.
She didn't like it, did she? She get up and walk out?
I just told Nana that from now on I'm calling Julie Marzipan in bed.
Why? Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Because she's my marzipan.
What's marzipan? Isn't that a drug?
No, that was the name of the gal.
Thanks, Captain. But isn't marzipan actually the name of... Oh, no. That's a razapam.
It's like a cooking
or
ingredient.
Something, or rather. Oh, well, there you go.
Jason Bateman's first directorial movie. What'd you guys think of him as a director of the movie?
I thought the movie was fundamentally sound, easy to follow, quick, 128. That's a good run time for me. I thought he did fine. The only other thing he directs is The Family Fang. Have you guys seen that?
Nope.
Nicole Kidman and someone.
I
think he's in it too.
Catherine Hahn's in it as well. She's, I guess, his love interest in it as well.
It's an odd movie.
Have you seen
I'll
it?
say that. Yeah, it's very family orientated, hence Family Fang. But yeah, I mean, listeners, if you like that sort of thing, check it out.
Yeah, he's directed a lot of TV. This was his first try at directing a movie.
Do you remember him from
I remember him from Silver Spoons.
There you go. That's
where
what I
first
was
remember
remember
him.
Silver Spoons. He was the bratty neighbor to one Ricky Schroeder.
Never watched it.
Oh, I'm sorry. His sister was in.
Well, she's Justin Bateman in Family Ties.
Okay, I didn't need all that. I just needed Family Ties. But you're right. Correctamundo again.
Oh, I know my 80s TV.
Well, I'm sure you do.
So this movie, it says that it was made in 2013, but it was released in 2014.
Yeah.
So anyway, that threw me for a modest bit of a loop, because I did do just a little bit of research for a 2013 movie. We reviewed a 2013 movie that was
Man of Steel.
in the top 10 grossing for that year. What movie do you think it was?
Was it Man of Steel?
Yes, it was.
Bam! Nailed it. Isn't that the only one we've done?
No,
Oh.
we did two others.
Oh, okay.
Odd Thomas and Wolf of Wall Street.
I would have never remembered Odd Thomas because I forgot we recorded that. What do you guys think of this cast?
First of all, I have become a big fan of Jason Bateman in the last decade or so. His deadpan humor just works for him. I know he plays a lot of the same character now in movies, but it just works. It's so funny the way he delivers it.
I'm going to say something pretty controversial here. I think he's funnier than Ryan Reynolds. I mean,
can see
it's
that.
the same character, right? Ryan Reynolds just plays it with a little bit more flamboyance, if you will, volume.
Yeah, he's slightly spicier.
Spicier. There you go. That's a great word. But I think Jason Bateman is hilarious in most anything he does.
What do you think of him?
Yeah, he's fine. But I really don't know him. I don't watch his stuff.
Well, my next question would be: do you have a favorite Jason Bateman movie?
Off the top of my head, no, not really. I love him in Dodgeball, but he's in it for 2 seconds.
Yeah, that felt kind of like his comeback movie. But mine, I like him in Hancock. I know you're not a big fan of Hancock.
It's the dumbest fucking movie ever made.
But I thought he was just so good. The opposite of Will Ferrell. His kind of Will Ferrell's character, he's the handler. I just thought he just did such a good job in that.
Which movie was that? Because Will Ferrell is not in Hancock.
Jason Bateman with
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
There you go. Catherine Hahn, fan favorite. I really like me some Catherine Hahn.
Yeah, I loved her as Agatha in the Scarlet Witch series, and then in Agatha.
Yeah.
It was Agatha or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
WandaVision. That's the only place I know her for.
Oh, God. I like her in Step Brothers. She's absolutely hilarious.
She's the Doc Ock in the Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought she had some funny bits in this, and I bought her as the journalist. And I think my favorite parts with her, don't look at me.
They never explained
Don't
that.
look at me.
What was her issue with just don't look at me?
Oh, I think I know what it was.
What do you think it is?
She is ashamed that she is succumbed to this, and she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to admit to herself that this is who she's with.
I think that's all of her hookups, though.
Why? Why would you think that?
Because she kind of gave the impression, because there was one time she was doing something with somebody else and she told them not to look at her. It wasn't sexual, but she just said, don't look at me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was in the movie.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, neither did I.
I have to go back and look.
Yeah. He could be making it up because he knows we won't go back and look.
That's a fair point.
Oh, God damn it. I was going to bring up you and Marisol, but I'm not going to. Okay.
Rohan Chand, I thought he did a good job. He was kind of a fun opposite.
He was delightful.
Delightful is my
partner.
word too.
And-
Absolutely, he is so delightful.
And I think that he handles the punches that Jason Bateman gives out with ease, and it just rolls off his back. And that's a true kid, right?
And he looked genuinely interested in the boobs.
I mean, who wouldn't, Guy?
But
come on.
He's just so effervescent, and he's just so optimistic about things, and he doesn't get beaten down by anything.
And I had to laugh every time he said motherfucker. Come on. I mean, come on. That's horrible, listeners. We shouldn't be laughing at a little 8 and 9-year-old saying motherfucker. However, it's funny.
But when he rolls his shit out in the third act and he's saying it, what he says, it's just like, it's so rewarding.
Yeah. We'll get into him and Guy's relationship a lot.
Well, this is the second movie we reviewed with him in it.
Oh, fuck off. Really?
Yeah.
Can I have a hint?
Jack Black is in the movie.
Jumanji?
Yeah, it is the Jumanji movie. When they go,
Oh, is he the little kid that runs up? Yeah,
In the
Dr.
little-
Bravestone, Dr. Bravestone.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Ben Falcone, he was one of the announcer guys. Do you know who he is?
No.
Do you know who he is? That is Melissa McCarthy's husband.
Oh,
And
yes.
he's also a director, writer.
He was in
and-
Bridesmaids.
Yes, he's the airline marshal in Bridesmaids.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. Him and Melissa McCarthy have some funny shit together. Philip Baker Hall. I feel like we've reviewed a few movies with him in it.
I looked it up. There are no movies that we have reviewed with him in it. He's like in every movie, and I couldn't find
he's in
one
a lot of stuff.
that we've reviewed.
I feel like that is a fair statement, but we haven't. He wasn't in Son of a Woman.
No,
He wasn't in Good Will Hunting.
nope,
He wasn't in A Few Good Men.
nope.
Doesn't it feel like he should belong in those movies?
He's been doing movies since like I think the 60s and 70s. He's done like hundreds of movies, and we haven't reviewed one with him yet.
Yeah, the only place I really remember him is he's the commanding officer in Rush Hour, and he is he's his commanding officer Chris Tucker, and so Chris Tucker he's calling in. And he's his commanding officer. He has him on the speakerphone, and everybody's laughing hilariously about the predicament that he's in.
Yeah. I feel like he should have been in Saving Private Ryan, 1917, everything we've done.
Another random occurrence. Who else do we have in this movie that we just reviewed last week with her in a movie?
Allison Janney.
God damn you.
Yes, it's like what?
I know. We were just singing her praises last week about how much we enjoyed her in Drop Dead Gorgeous, and here she shows up again as this time deadpan, no humor.
Yeah. I mean, she plays both roles very well. I mean,
Yeah.
very talented actress.
Yeah, as soon as she's in there, it's like what?
Yeah.
Hilarious that she was there.
Did anybody else in this cast jump out at you?
Nobody I can think of. Some of the kids were funny, and I loved the way you got the reactions from the kids and the natural feel from the kids, because the director, Jason Bateman, didn't tell him when he was filming, and they thought the cameras were off during a lot of the scenes that were being filmed.
That's smart. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's how he got the natural reactions. When Jason Bateman was first casting for this movie, he originally didn't put himself to play Guy.
Ryan Reynolds.
He actually considered Will Ferrell, Ed Helms, Jason Sudeikis, and Rob Riggle. But I think of all of them, it's Jason Bateman that would have played it best.
I think Sudeikis has a good shot at it.
That's what I was leaning to as well.
Yeah,
I could
because
see him doing that.
They're kind of similar in style. I think
the dry wit.
Yeah, and however, I think Sudeikis might have more range. Ted Lasso and other things like that. But I could see Sudeikis in that. Everyone else, I think it becomes a cliche.
Will Ferrell would have just made it slapstick.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't
They would have been
think...
Step Brothers, like that character.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been the Will Ferrell persona. So,
Do you know how Jason Bateman spelled his words in this movie? How he remembered how to spell them?
memorization.
No, sir. I figured that they were up somewhere.
They held up cue cards in front of him so he could spell the words.
That's what I would
He
have
didn't
done.
have to memorize it.
And he spells them with such authority.
Do you notice? I noticed when the kids got the questions, got the words, they always asked for, can you give me the origin? Can you use it in a sentence? Whenever they asked him, or whenever asked Guy, he went straight into spelling the word.
Yeah, he was there for one purpose and one purpose only, to win. So,
Yeah, I don't think he was even there ever to win. He just was there to embarrass somebody.
speaking of bad words, Professor, you have any bad word trivia for us?
And don't make us spell anything.
Oh, that's a good idea, John. Thank you for that. All right, gentlemen. Question number 1. When Chaitanya asks Guy on the plane what his winning word was to win the regional, what word did he say it was?
Fuck off? Dawn. Fuck off?
No.
John. Motherfucker?
No. The word was autofellatio.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Doesn't the origin of that mean to suck?
I like that. That's good stuff.
Question number 2. When Guy and Jenny are having sex, how many times does she say, "Don't look at me"?
John. 3.
This is my unofficial count.
I'm going to go with 3.
4.
The count is 10.
Oh.
That's a lot.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
You're making it creepy. Question number 3. During the bee, Dr. Deegan tries to thwart Guy by giving him ridiculously long words to spell. How many words do we hear him spell correctly during this round?
John.
Ooh.
Well, we're both going to have numbers. I'm going to go with 3.
3.
3 is the correct answer.
We're doing well so far.
It's the magic number.
Yes, it is. I pondered oh so briefly, do I give you how many letters the longest word was? But I decided not to. Question number 4. When Jenny insists on speaking to Guy, he wants to drop his gift off to the kid and then hit the sack. What does he say his gift is?
Oh, Dawn. Porn mags and cookies?
I will give you the point. Close enough. The correct answer is a little bit of porn and ice cream.
Ice cream. You scream, we all scream for porn.
Question number 5. What contestant number does Guy wear during the spelling bee?
John.
Damn it.
47. Well, it depends on which spelling bee you're talking about. The first one is 47.
Which one do we spend the most time with?
He is 123 in the second one.
123 is the correct answer.
Yeah, there you go.
Tie-breaking question. At the end of the movie, when the bully confronts Chaitanya, what word does the bully ask him to spell?
Dawn. Douchebag.
Douchebag is the correct answer.
Because he says it's 2 words. Oh, whew. Pulled that one out of my curry hole.
This week's winner is Dawn.
40-year-old Guy Trilby is a bitter, foul-mouthed misanthrope who discovers a loophole in the rules of the Golden Quill Spelling Bee. The rules say contestants must not have graduated from 8th grade, and since Guy dropped out of middle school, he technically qualifies. After winning a regional spelling bee and angering just about every parent, judge, and child in the room, Guy advances to the national competition. Along for the ride is Jenny Widgeon, a journalist hoping to uncover the real story behind why a grown man is competing against children. On the flight to the National Bee in Los Angeles, Guy meets Chaitanya Chopra, a cheerful 10-year-old contestant who immediately tries to befriend him. Guy naturally wants nothing to do with him. Once Guy arrives, spelling bee director Dr. Bernice Deegan makes it very clear that she wants him gone, even sticking him in a storage closet instead of a proper hotel room.
So the movie opens with Columbus, Ohio's 15th annual regional spelling bee. And we have this guy, he's narrating to us, the audience. And so with this, I didn't realize, of course, until the end of the movie, the significance of this narration.
Neither did I until this viewing.
Right.
Yeah, so when I watched it the first time, I didn't pick up on it. But
What was it that he said in the narration?
he's reading us the letter.
Exactly.
Oh.
And so when we get to the end of the movie and holy shit, all the narration, it's the letter.
Yeah.
And so it was like, well played, sir. Well played to give us that.
Yeah, and right off the bat, we know that he's self-aware and he knows that what he's doing is not a good idea.
It's reprehensible.
And he admits to doing things without thinking about it, and consequences be damned. And he probably lives his life at this point in more of a it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission type of style.
Yeah, or even at this point of the game, I feel like he doesn't care about forgiveness. He's just burning the bridges as he goes.
That's true. But like he says, he's hurt.
Yeah.
But at least he's doing something about it.
One thing that I love that this movie just right out the gate does is set up that mystery of trying to figure out why he's doing this. And so you're looking for the clues throughout the movie and
Sure.
little things here
Absolutely.
and there. And I liked that about this movie. That really got me into this movie.
I could see that for you all the way.
And every question that I had as an audience member, they address, right? How the fuck does this guy get away with this, right? How is this happening? And they go into it. But first, all the kids are getting ready and Guy is standing there with his earphones on and this dad is trying to make conversation with them.
Classical music. He's listening to classical music is being played. And then we realize, oh, that's what he's listening to.
And it's that trope where when he takes out his earbuds,
Yep.
the audio goes away.
Yep.
I love that stuff.
Yep. Me too.
And he immediately, the dad
Which was yours?
No, can't do it. Not going to do it. I can't get into it with you right now. He goes, are you a judge? He says, no, I'm the winner. He walks to the stage.
And then we cut to the spelling bee underway.
I love how they're saying, sir, there are seats out in the audience. I think
Yeah.
you're in the wrong seat, sir.
Yeah, I like
He's
that
like,
too.
Nope.
No, I don't think so. And he's so confident about it, right? Because he has the loophole. He apparently you can't have graduated the 8th grade in order to be eligible. And he tells the judges, and he shows them his transcripts, and he has the documentation, and
You also have to be sponsored by a media source or
right,
something.
exactly.
And he's got this online click newsletter thing on the
Yep.
website that Catherine Hahn is from.
Yeah, and so we're introduced as Catherine Hahn being his ace in the hole.
We
right?
also kind of get the information, the reveal that his mother moved him around a lot, and that's why he never finished school.
And I love how all this setup goes, and then all of a sudden we get the title card. Bad words.
Yeah. And but doesn't he win first? Or does it give us the title cards and then it cuts to him running out of the building?
That's exactly what happens.
with the trophy.
He's running out with the trophy, and everybody's chasing after him.
And
They might as well have pitchforks and torches in their hands.
And this movie actually had a couple really good needle drops. I know the Smashing Pumpkins have one in this, and I can't remember who the other one is, but I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, I love
it's the Beastie Boys.
I love that one of the guys that looked so violent that was chasing after him was the same father that was talking to him in the beginning.
Yep. So good.
So now we're on the plane, and Guy and Jenny, they're talking, and she's looking for some answers. Like, come on, give me an answer. I've had 3 answers.
Yeah.
I can't write an article with 5 answers.
Well, he's supposed to give her answer 1 question a day or something like
Do you
that.
remember what the questions or what the answers he gave her were?
Mm-mm.
Neither do I, but they were very obscure. And she's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, they were really obscure.
And he's avoiding the whole thing, doesn't want to talk about it, but he has a plan. And he's come hell or high water, he's going to execute said plan.
Mm-hmm. But along the way, before, I don't know if this is before or after he meets Chopra, but along the way, they're kind of feeding us these little nuggets of the mystery. And one of them I thought was kind of clever that they fed us early on that got me thinking was, she said, where do you get, your genius from? What do you get it from your mother? And he goes, no, my mother was only good at bad words. So that's where he gets all of his swears and his foul mouth. So that told me right away, he got his genius from his father. He got his spelling ability from his father.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Because at this point, I remember the first time watching it, I didn't see the plot coming. I didn't see him going after his dad until later on.
Mm-hmm.
But they're on the plane, and I'm sorry, this scene made me laugh.
Chaitanya turning around.
Oh my
and
God.
he just starts talking to him.
Yeah.
You take a lot of flights, Don. Have you ever done this?
Yes, I tell those little shits to turn their brown hole the other way and sit the fuck down.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Or you'll tell him that the bag is ticking?
oh, hilarious. It gets called back. Did you guys notice it? No? Okay, I'm just going to throw it out here now. Guy says, turn your ass around or I'm going to tell the captain that your bag is ticking. Later on in the movie, Chopra calls the cops and says this guy took a 14-year-old into his hotel room. It's the same thing, right? I mean, tit for tat. But I thought that was clever.
What would you have done if a kid had just not stopped talking to you like that?
I would have probably said something to the parents. At the end of the day, this movie is a representation of bad parenting. all the way around.
I thought you were going to say it's a representation of everything that you want to say, but you don't always let come out of your mouth.
No, but that's a compelling point, Don, to say that because, on the level of a parent that wants their child to win at all costs, and Guy being so vindictive and wanting his revenge, as well as looking at the pressure that these kids go through during the spelling bee. So, when your special friend has shown up, that little girl, she is devastated and she can't get herself, off that stage fast enough, right?
That was the most painful part, thinking about what that would have emotionally done to her. That to me was rough to get through.
So all too quickly, we find out that Chaitanya, he's also in the spelling bee himself. And then, with this, we have this wonderful back and forth where he will not back down from Guy wanting him to just leave him alone. He just keeps going happily, cheerily down, down the lane.
And no matter what Guy is saying to him, it doesn't faze him.
No.
He just keeps going and going. He's an inquisitive little kid.
Well, we're given the impression in the beginning that he has no friends, and so he's desperate to have this friend, and he wants Guy to be his friend.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I can see that as well.
So after the back and forth, and then he finally sits down, what we get from Guy, he's been a total douchebag to the kid, but the kid, he's still happy about it. We see Guy, he smiles, which means I took it passively as that, hey, that kid's all right.
Yeah, maybe like he's growing on him a little bit.
He's all right because he was able to take Guy at here's the fire hose.
Yeah.
Right? And the kid, he stands there and he takes it.
Well, you get the impression, too, that Guy doesn't have a whole lot of friends. So,
oh, yes.
the fact...
I never once took it the guy was a very liked guy.
And so the fact that someone kind of wants to be his friend, growing up, he probably was in the same boat of not having friends.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so now they're at the National Spelling Bee, and then almost immediately, Guy is taken to Bernice Deegan. And she and Guy, well, they spar verbally about what the hell is going on here.
Right, because she will not have this reputation tarnished, and this is some bullshit, and she doesn't think... She makes it very clear to him that he is not wanted.
Yeah, and she's going to do everything in her power to get him out.
That's right. As their meeting is concluding... Dr. Bernice makes it a point to say, and I changed your hotel accommodations.
So now we're at the Sportsman Lodge, and Guy and Chaitanya, they meet again, and they're in the elevator. And, he is just so wonderfully charming in this, as he throws all these little banters down to him, he says it like 2 or 3 times. Chaitanya, he's like, okay, again, that's a sentence.
Uh-huh. And because he wants to know what the word Guy won his competition on, or what his favorite word is.
Do you remember what whatever his name was, what his favorite word is?
Racist. Subjugate.
Subterfuge.
Oh, subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he was.
Sorry. You're right. It's subjugate.
Subjugate.
Damn it. Yeah, it was good stuff.
And so they go off to their rooms, and we get to see Guy's hotel room.
I like how, he just kind of goes with it, right? And then when he goes downstairs, the gal's like, there are no other rooms, so tough shit.
Where am I supposed to go pee?
What do you want me to do with my poo-poo and pee-pee?
Yes.
He says. He goes, I have no bathroom.
It took me a sec to notice when he came back down later, he dropped a bag on the desk, which I'm guessing had his poo-poo in it.
His pee-pee and poo-poo. Yes. Very much so.
Oh, the moment it rested on the counter and his hand left, I know exactly what that is.
Yes.
So downstairs, we're at the bar, and Guy, he's still refusing to share with Jenny anything about him. And, he's just very standoffish, and then she's like, I need something. And she talks about, she alludes to, I can't believe I had sex with you. It's just like,
and it'll never happen again.
And then cut to
don't look at me.
Don't look at me. And then he says something about her hand creeping.
But here's the question I had. They're doing it in the closet. Doesn't she have a room?
You know, dude, I asked the same fucking thing. Wouldn't you want to be doing it in a hotel room?
And I think it was Julie or someone said, well, she doesn't want to dirty her sheets.
Well, that's sound logic. For sure.
I just took it down to she doesn't care. She just wants the sex.
Right.
She couldn't care less where it is.
I like how they're talking. She's telling him not to look at her, and he starts going, well, we're crawling. Now we're walking.
Right. Yeah.
Now we're at a gentle pace. Now we're gentle jog. Now we're moving.
I just like watching him struggle. Where am I supposed to look?
Yeah.
He's like trying to look all over the place.
Yeah. Good times.
So after she leaves, he puts his headphones back in. It's the classical music. And this is telling me there is more to this character of Guy, because if he is enjoying classical music and he is super sharp with his spelling, then he has sophistication to him. There is more to him than just him being a dick.
Yeah, and I take the classical music as his calming place. Is like getting into game time mode type of thing.
Yeah, because he had a few things in his life that were kind of his key things that helped him along the way.
Yeah.
One, I think, was the music. Two was this dictionary that he had that his mother threw away.
Yeah. Yep. And then as he's, sitting there contemplating, he looks down and he notices.
He hears a knock at the door and he's thinking it's Jenny again wanting her panties.
Yeah.
And no, it's Chaitanya. Can you open this jar of this jar of pretzels for me?
Because he's starving.
He's starving. Yeah. Because his great dad left him there with no food.
Well, it was a good plan.
Well, he was too busy studying that he missed the room service hours.
Yeah, I know. But I like, but what it's actually doing is it's setting up which I remember seeing it for the first time. I didn't see it coming, but the whole panty bit.
Right.
So.
Yes. And so the next thing you know, you got Chaitanya. He's like, I was wondering if you wanted to be my friend. And then with that, all of a sudden he realizes, hey, I can go back to his mini bar.
Yeah, he goes, want to come back to my room and have something to drink? That's right, you got a mini bar.
Yep. And so, Guy stays there. And
sort of, because he passes out. But we also meet Todd.
Yes, the binder. And never once did I think that Bateman's character had any ill intention
There's no malice.
No malice whatsoever, right? Was he using the kid for a real room? Absolutely.
And for the mini bar.
Yeah, there was no disguising that. He didn't need to, right? That's who the character was. But never once did I think he was a threat to this kid.
No.
The movie takes a fun turn here because he starts talking about, why do you swear so much? And he's like, why don't you swear?
Yeah.
And then they get down that conversation.
Like, say it. Go ahead.
What's your favorite word? What's your favorite swear word? The kid finally goes, motherfucker.
Yeah. And I say solid choice.
And when he says it the first time, it's just so it's just so fun. Because you didn't think you're going to hear a real word like that out of him. But you do.
But you do. They went there. As the competition gets underway, Guy proves he is not just there as a joke. Despite Dr. Deegan tampering with the word list to give him the hardest possible words, he spells them with ease, infuriating the parents, judges, and event staff. Guy also starts playing mind games with the other contestants. He throws out inappropriate insults, psychologically rattles the kids, and even tricks one girl into thinking that she got her first period by putting ketchup on her chair. Meanwhile, Chaitanya keeps pushing his friendship, and Guy reluctantly lets him in his orbit. He takes the kid out for a wildly inappropriate night of stealing food, drinking, and exposing him to very adult situations, including hiring a prostitute to briefly flash him. Jenny continues digging into Guy's past and eventually discovers the truth. Dr. William Bowman, the founder of the Spelling Bee, is Guy's father. Guy admits his entire reason for entering the competition is revenge. Bowman abandoned Guy and his mother when Guy was a child, and Guy wants to humiliate him on the biggest stage possible.
So it's the next morning, and Chaitanya, he wakes him up. Hey, wake up. And you see all those little mini bottles that are empty. Oh, wow. Okay.
You got to get out of here before my dad gets here.
Yeah, and so he gets up, and as he leaves the room, you hear the ding, and then sure enough, you sleep good, dickhead?
Yep.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, because he's a fucking dickhead.
And then he's downstairs, he's with Jenny, and she's like, Did you happen to find my panties? And he's all set to give them to her, but then at the last second, I'm going to hold on to these.
Yeah, I'm thinking, interesting memento.
Okay, why would he do that? And then right after that, that's where he drops off the bag of pee at the front desk. Classic.
And so they get to the spelling bee, and
we find out that it's going to be it's going to be televised nationally for the first time. It's the 111th National Spelling Bee. Whoa!
Which is obviously why Guy picked this one, because he wants it on national TV.
Yeah, he's got a mission.
So the bee begins, and the first word is dactylogram. What? Exactly.
And do you notice how every time Allison Janney's character walks by the announcer dude, she's all, learn how to enunciate, mumble mouth?
Well, one of the funniest parts is right before they get started, doesn't Catherine, or what's her name in the movie?
Jenny?
Doesn't Jenny tell him, this is your real competition, he's going to be a tough one to beat? And, is the kid that he's sitting next to?
Yeah, and my dad told me not to talk to you. And then this is where the panties come into play.
Oh, this
was really funny to me.
It was hilarious to me.
Oh my gosh.
I love how he kind of, he gives her, can you give this mom back? Just so you know, your mother was a very gentle lover. She actually held me afterwards.
Yeah.
Divorce is never easy.
Don't tell your dad, because I don't want to get your mom in trouble.
But she left these in my hotel room. And then the little kid looks at his parents, and they're all so supportive. And in his head, he's going, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I think we do get a so brief flash when he's standing up there and he's stuttering, that we see Guy sitting next to his mother and like they're smoking cigarettes or something.
Yeah, because that's what the kid is seeing.
Yeah.
And he's fumbling with the panties the entire time.
And they make a comment that he's got some kind of handkerchief or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
It's a lucky handkerchief.
Yeah. And so, needless to say, it works. This kid gets the word wrong, and Guy walks up.
Not to forget.
And bam, knocks it right out of the park.
And then he gets his word, frabjous, Frabjous. Doesn't even pause at all. It's just like nail in the coffin. It's just like, correct. And then cut to Dr. Deegan, and she is addressing angry parents about this situation, and they are livid. It reminded me of
School of Rock.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And she's like, look, I will guarantee he will not make it past the second round, because if he does, I will resign.
Yeah, and she also makes a comment that we've already changed the rules for next year, but there's nothing we can do for this year.
Right. So, you have to throw that in there because, there was a loophole and Guy exploited it.
Yes, he did. And so now we're back in Jenny's room, and she is trying to get any information out of him. And he's like, no. And you see her surreptitiously, she turns on her recorder. And then from there, okay, Guy's had a couple of drinks. And so maybe his lips will be a little bit looser. And I feel like she's starting to break through just a little bit to Guy, that he's divulging just a little bit about himself.
But doesn't it end with them in the shower?
So, yeah,
Don't look at me.
So,
let me make this easier for you. He comes bending out of the shower.
Well, they get in an argument at the end about how they'll never sleep again. Neither one of them want to sleep with each other.
And cut two. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, she's like, I wouldn't let you near my vagina again if you paid me $1 million.
Cut two.
Shower is on, and you hear her yelling, don't look at me.
And he's all, fine, I won't look at you. Funny stuff.
I think this is the scene, though, that he developed, or she asked a question about where he gets his spelling ability from, and he tells a story about how he had a dictionary, too, and
something like that.
The mom threw the dictionary away. So that explains where his spelling ability came from, was he memorized the dictionary.
And she also professed that he is like a genius.
Yeah.
Like he is super smart.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you can see that she's slowly breaking through.
Right.
But I mean, he's allowing it as he feels more comfortable.
Right. But he's also had a couple of drinks.
Did you ever?
And I guess if you have someone's finger up your ass, I mean, you might want to talk.
I didn't catch this until I read it later, but did you catch what his profession was? What he did outside of all this?
Oh, they said it, and I don't remember. What was it?
He's a proofreader.
That's right. He's a proofreader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what he does for a living.
Yep.
So he has left the hotel. He's left Jenny's hotel room, and Chaitanya, he's out in the hallway. Hey, you want to get some food? And the guy's like, yeah, okay. And so they get downstairs to the restaurant, and then this is where the mom comes over and chews Guy out. But boy, oh boy, does he lay in heavy to her.
Well, when he first responds to her, I thought he was going to play like a goody two-shoe guy, for a sec when he goes, hey, there's a child present, so watch your words. And then he goes into just this nasty thing about her vagina and, you're cocksucker of a kid. And, it was glorious.
He said glorious. Did you say glorious?
Glorious.
That's awesome.
Because she just was like, she was so much shocked, she just had to slink away.
She was such a fucking Karen, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she was. I don't, yeah. I mean, that type of mom, and yeah.
Is this where they get into the argument about whether or not girls have nipples?
Yeah.
Like some girls do, some don't.
Well, no, not it's this scene, but not this exact moment because they decide
he's like, let's get out of here. And so now we have this montage of the two of them having a big night out.
Yeah. And I mean, this kind of leads to some of my problems with this film. I get what Bateman was trying to do. He has admittedly said everything that he showed on screen was on purpose to make you feel uncomfortable and to make you not really like Guy.
Yeah, like in the bar scene with the kid down below doing shots.
Yep, then like that. And I will say this. If you cut those scenes out of the movie, it doesn't harm it, right? It doesn't make it any less funny unless you think some of these things are funny. But I mean, you could get away with cutting these specific things out. And the specific things I'm talking about in this moment is the kid drinking the shots. And as much as I love boobs, the boob scene.
Well, he had to prove to her that women had nipples.
You know what? And that is I don't want to say it's a good argument, but it's a fair argument. How about that? Because Chaitanya doesn't think that all women have nipples.
Yeah, because some of them you can see them poking out and some of them you don't. So not all women have nipples.
Right. And so they get into this debate about it. And Guy's like, fuck, let's settle this right now.
So you got $10?
Right. And so we might have been talking about this earlier, but I don't know if we get Chaitanya's face and the gal in the same shot. So when they film it, I don't know if he was really there.
So when we see Chaitanya's face, we are looking over the shoulder of the woman. When we see the woman, we only see the back of Chaitanya's head.
Yeah.
So there you go.
But I do like his response to it because he just looks like he's in shock.
So
and
funny.
Guy looks at him and goes, well, don't you have anything to say? He goes, yeah, can I touch them?
No, he says, how much to touch them?
How much to touch them?
And as bad as that is, I should feel bad for laughing, but I thought it was funny. Yeah. So maybe that makes me an asshole.
Okay,
I don't know.
But part of it has to do with how it was laid out.
Oh, absolutely. It's the whole setup and the whole delivery.
And what I'm talking about is, no tip? No, $10. It's like, whatever. Hey, I really didn't give her all the money. I still got a couple bucks. Want to go get some ice cream? And he's like, fuck the ice cream. How much to touch them?
Yeah.
We also during this time we see Jenny. She obtains a background check on Guy, and the Fed that has giving her this information. He is definitely trying to get Jenny to ask for something more, to repay the favor type of thing. And you can see that he's definitely thinking, you can ask me, but she's like, no.
He is trying to get down.
Yeah,
for sure. But she's like, no. And maybe in the past, she probably totally would have.
She was trying to get to, her or him not to look at her.
Exactly. And maybe she's growing feelings for Guy. Who knows?
That's kind of the impression I got.
That was how I was generally taking that as a possibility, a distinct possibility that she says no because she has said yes to Guy, as despicable of a person she thinks he is.
Right.
We cut to Guy and Chaitanya. They are eating dinner, and Chaitanya, he's like, I like having you as a friend. And he's like, I'm not your friend. And then he gets this little black car out and he's playing with it. And he's like, hey, where did you get the car? Well, I borrowed it when we borrowed the lobster. Oh, wait a second. He stole it, but he refers to it as borrowed.
Right.
Yeah. Cracked me up. And so with that, what was your favorite toy? And then with that, we get something personal from Guy. It was this little black and white police car.
A Kojak with a Kojak light on top.
I like how he takes the ketchup to make the little light.
Yes.
That was a nice touch.
Yes. And so with that, I feel this is where Guy really starts to open up to Chaitanya.
He starts to let his wall down a little bit.
Yep.
And, you know.
There also is a thing in this scene that I didn't quite catch fully was you see Guy stuffing his pockets full of the ketchup packets.
Yeah, what's that about?
And then they go outside and he puts the ketchup packets on the kid to make it look like the car had hit him. And I thought there was going to be a scam, but it turned out to be a prank. I didn't think that he was hanging on to those.
Yeah, I didn't either. And I don't know if that was fully a plan in his head.
I don't think so either.
But
I love the way Chaitanya looked when we have Guy supposedly, completely at a loss for what has just happened, and he's dragging Chaitanya around.
yeah.
I love the way he looked. And Chaitanya, he's just going, yeah, I'll go with this.
Yeah, well, he's fucking hammered, right? So the 10-year-old gets one shot and he's fucking hammered.
So now it's back at the hotel and they're parting ways, and Chaitanya, he's like, are we friends now? And what does he do? He flips him off.
The same thing I would do. Flip you off.
Yeah, and he's like, cool.
Yeah.
And I knew that Dad was going to be on the other side of the door when he walked in there. And sure enough, Dad was standing right there. It's just like, okay, this is going to not go well. But, it's the next morning on the bus. He and Jenny, they're talking, and Jenny asks Guy to block out a little bit of private time for her because she needs to talk to him about something. And clearly it's this report that, she's like, holy shit.
Well, when she first got the report, she opened it up and she was in shock with what she saw in it. And it was right before this that I turned to Nana and them and said, I'm thinking Bowman is his father.
You fucking nailed it, bud.
Yeah. And so I was
job.
like, oh, well, that right there cinched it for me.
And then we have Chaitanya. He shows up and he's got the little police car. Why isn't he in trouble? He sounds perky and happy as ever. Dad should have, laid into him because he left the hotel. He wasn't supposed to leave the hotel. But for whatever reason, he's not in trouble? That's weird.
Yeah. I thought something was coming, but it doesn't. And so they're at the second day of competition.
And we're told that there are 30 contestants remaining.
Yeah, this was probably the third bit. I was like,
Yeah,
this was the roughest for me.
Well, and it was what you were pointing out, John. Dr. Dugan, we see her. She's doing some tinkering. And yeah, the randomness of the spelling bee, the way that it's supposed to work is there's no way that she would be able to anticipate what his word is going to be because it is randomly done.
Well, she could probably get the first word, but after that, as people are eliminated, it would change who gets what word.
Exactly.
yeah, well, I mean, it comes out later that she has manipulated it. So
Yeah.
however she did it, it worked.
Well, I liked how she was a dick to that one guy about telling him to enunciate his words and everything, not to screw it up. And then when he was the one that figured out that she cheated, brought it back to her and got her kicked out.
Totally. And we see Guy, he sabotages another contestant. Somebody is a woman today.
Yeah, he puts the ketchup on her chair, which, like I said, that was the cringe in this movie because
So cruel.
that just destroyed her. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, her running out.
Yes.
Yeah, not a good move. And apparently, rumor has it that that was the scene that Jason Bateman had the hardest time filming. He wasn't sure if he wanted to do it or keep it in there, but it's in there. So, what a fucking dick.
But ultimately, the girl, she will find out that she did not have her special friend visit because as she would be taking care of herself, there would be nothing inside. It's
Yeah.
only on the outside.
They'd figure out pretty quickly that was
Thanks,
ketchup.
Captain.
But my thought was this whole thing is that here he's really screwed over these kids. But if you think about it, unless they are 8th graders, they're good. Like, because Chopra says in the beginning, early on, this is his 2nd or 3rd time he's been in this spelling bee. They say that he came in 2nd or something in the previous year or one of the years. So these kids are going to have more opportunities, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. So
But,
so he gets these ridiculously long words to spell, and the third one, anti-disestablishment,
Tarianism.
anti-disestablishment. I can't do it.
It's on
Damn
the,
it!
It's on the back here.
I know, but this word has been in my conversation before. I've had conversations about this word before, so it's like, oh, hey, I know that, but I'm still not pronouncing it correctly.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
There it is. Thank you, sir.
I liked Slubberdegulian.
Flokin, slippin, pillinification.
That was like one of the biggest ones, but I guess anti-disestablishmentarianism was the longest word.
Actually, no. The other one is 29 letters.
Oh, is it?
Yes, and yes.
Cool. And so this is also the bit where as the competition's going, we see more and more kids fading out, which means they're being eliminated, and we're coming down to the final round, and we know that Chaitanya and Guy are still in the mix.
So, but before that happens, back at the office, the parents are having a huge outcry, and Dr. Deegan, she's like, I can't resign, then we would be a rudderless ship.
Yeah, she even says, I never really meant it when I said it.
Yeah, and
I wasn't really going to resign.
Yeah, but I mean that happens after the competition's over for the day.
For the day.
Yeah.
The second day.
After the second round.
That's what I said.
And then this is where the proctor comes in
And says, you know what, bitch?
yeah, you doctored this, and so with that, you have to resign. And so with that, all of the contestants, he says, they deserve a fair chance. You're done. Did I enunciate that clearly enough?
Yeah, so it comes back at her.
And then we get this bit where Dr. Bowman and Guy, they are at the hotel and they are outside, and Guy has been asked to go out to the duck pond. There's a duck pond? And the two of them, they actually speak respectfully towards each other.
For a minute.
Yeah, because doesn't the guy call him a loser? Or
No?
And
he said something negative to him, something nasty.
But they were both gentle and respectful. Neither one of them said anything, that was lowbrow or crass.
I took it as Bowman basically saying, look, dude, I need you to drop out. I need you to stop the shenanigans, whatever the reason it is.
Yep.
Fuck, get over it and fuck off, right? Is kind of what I got from him. And I think that's what drove Guy even harder. Like, fuck this guy, right? Because Guy knows everything about the situation, and Bowman is in the dark.
Yeah, but he didn't twist the dagger in any way during this conversation.
No, but I mean, he was very polite about it, but you could see it.
I saw
it.
I think that it definitely added fuel to his fire. Like, man, I'm going to nail you so fucking hard to the cross.
I think kind of when you realize that this guy's really his father, it takes on a different kind of tact, their discussion in this scene.
I think so.
It feels a little bit different to me.
Interesting.
So after they part, then he heads upstairs, and Jenny, she's like, we really need to speak. And he refuses. And, she emphasizes the point. No, you don't understand. I'm asking to speak to you. I need to speak with you.
Is this where she reveals that she knows the truth?
No.
No, it's the next morning
Oh,
on their way to the third one.
They're on the outside stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. And she's smoking a cigarette?
Yep. And so, he refuses. And so Guy, he heads inside and he gets to Chaitanya's room. And this is a little thing that isn't accurate, but how do you push hotel room doors open automatically like that so easily? And he opens up Chaitanya's door, and he is seeing Chaitanya sitting on the bed, and Dad is there, and he gets to,
Well, really quick regarding the door, we saw this earlier, and it's something I actually do with the doors as well, is you put the little lock bar on the outside so the door doesn't shut all the way. And he had done that earlier on, leaving his door open like that when he walked out into the hallway.
Yeah, it's kind of a common practice.
Yeah.
Just before the final round, Guy overhears Chaitanya and his father discussing a strategy. Chaitanya has been trying to befriend Guy so Guy might feel guilty and let him win. Hurt and angry, Guy cuts Chaitanya off, even though Chaitanya insists the friendship became real. Their rivalry turns ugly. Guy burns Chaitanya's study book, and Chaitanya retaliates by filing a false police report accusing Guy of kidnapping a young girl. Meanwhile, the spelling bee narrows down to the final contestants until only Guy and Chaitanya remain. Guy's plan to embarrass Bowman works when the event spirals into chaos on live television, including an angry parent being removed by police and Bowman being forced into the spotlight. With his revenge basically accomplished, Guy decides to let Chaitanya win by intentionally misspelling a word. But Chaitanya, trying to prove their friendship, intentionally misspells his words too. The two argue, then physically fight on stage, with Chaitanya kicking Guy in the groin and accidentally hitting Bowman with a chair. The bee briefly stops, but Bowman allows it to continue, since both finalists have already made a complete mess of the event. Guy and Chaitanya continue deliberately misspelling words until Guy tricks Chaitanya into correcting him, which accidentally gives Chaitanya the win. As Guy leaves, satisfied, Chaitanya offers to split the prize money and call him co-winner. Guy writes a note to Bowman explaining what he did and why, revealing that he is Bowman's son. Bowman refuses to read it. In the end, Guy returns home, having made peace with his revenge and his strange friendship with Chaitanya. He buys an old police car and helps Chaitanya chase down his school bullies, because apparently that is what passes for emotional growth in Guy Trilby's world. Roll credits. So yeah, at the hotel that night, Guy's feeling pretty good, wants to go talk to his pal Chaitanya, and this is where he overhears the dastardly plan.
Here's the, I get that he was butthurt over this whole thing, but didn't he just spend like half of the movie like mind fucking other kids into losing the competition? And now that he got mind fucked, he's pissed off about it?
Yeah, wouldn't you be?
I don't know. I mean,
You'd be okay with it?
The kid played the, Guy's own game against him.
Yeah, no one's arguing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, played him like a fucking fiddle.
Yeah.
But Guy is genuinely hurt. I mean, he thought, maybe he was...
He finally had a friend.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's weird to say, but yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Guy, he is crushed. And, the dagger through Chaitanya's heart is when Guy smashes the little police car.
Yep.
Yeah. But pretty much Guy doesn't let anybody into his inner circle. I mean, it's pretty clear in the beginning. He doesn't like anybody. Nobody likes him. And he's actually opened up to this kid a little bit.
And just as he's doing it, the little kid and his dad turn around and fuck him.
Dad, I know the plan.
Yeah. And I feel bad for Chaitanya, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a kid. I mean, this was all coming from his parents.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Chaitanya really did accidentally start to like Guy and wanted to be his friend. He liked hanging around him, made him laugh.
Do you think that plan started on the plane ride? Like that was turn around and make friends with him? Or did it spiral from there?
No, I think that the plan started as soon as they all knew that Trilby was going to be in this.
Mm-hmm.
I think the airplane is a coincidence, but why not start right then? But who knows? I mean, kind of convenient, I guess, if you stop and think about it.
Yeah, agreed.
So,
having this bit where Chaitanya, he gets a phone call from the lobby. Your dad, he wants you to take you out and get some ice cream. And so meet him down in the lobby in just a minute.
This scene hurt.
Oh, maybe that's going to be Guy and he's going to take him out for ice cream. wait, he's going, oh.
Oh, no. Guy wasn't taking him out for ice cream.
As soon as he got down to the lobby, I think because they said his dad was going to take him out.
Yes.
As soon as he got to the lobby, it clicks.
It does.
And he runs back upstairs. And just to see Guy burning his only friend, Todd.
Yeah.
Oh, that stung. That was mean.
When I saw Guy
That was low.
creeping super low as Chaitanya is heading out, it's like, he's going for Todd.
Absolutely. Hit him where it hurts.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Little fucker might have deserved it.
And so sure as shit, Chaitanya goes up to his room and you see the flames through the blinds. I'm thinking, oh no.
What do you think hurts more? Seeing your favorite binder on fire or getting downstairs and realizing, oh, my dad would never come get ice cream with me?
I don't know, but I thought that, what really drove the point home is when Guy is staring at him and he squeezes more fuel onto the fire. It's like,
Yeah, that I thought that would be emotionally crushing for the kid. I never saw the kid getting revenge. I
neither.
didn't think that
my God.
he would sink to the same level.
Well, he did, bud.
What a revenge.
Calls the cops.
And shows that kid's had a little bit of emotional growth.
Oh, he's kind of smart, right?
Yeah,
he tells the cops that Guy kidnapped a 14-year-old and
Yeah, I saw a
forced
girl-
her into his
forced him.
hotel room.
Yeah.
So the cops come and bang on his door, and Guy he's asleep, right? So he wakes up and he says something, and the cops are like, "Oh my God, she's still in there." So they kick the door down.
He's so, all right, open up now. It's
Well,
like, hold your tits.
Yeah, hold your tits.
Yeah.
Look, dude,
And then the next thing he says is, I'm coming.
I'm coming.
What does he mean by that?
And so that's when they kick the door down.
So funny.
Is it Jenny that bails him out of
Yep.
jail?
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't press charges. That was good.
Yeah, that's good.
And then right here, this is where the shoe drops. We figure out what it is.
Because they're walking out of the police station,
Yep.
and she says, "Hey, fucker, I looked at your file,
And I know who your father is.
and I know who your father is." And then, Guy even says something along the lines of, "Yeah, I didn't exactly know what I was going to do, but here I am." Right?
Yeah, and he's just like,
Yep.
and he has no idea. No, but he will.
And so we learned that Bowman is his father, and he ran out on Guy and his mom at a very early age. And as Guy's mom was dying, she tells him who his real father was, and he was like, "What a fucking dick." Right?
Yep.
So he wants revenge.
Yep.
And you can't blame the guy for feeling that way.
Yeah. And his
Right?
revenge is all he wants to do is embarrass him.
Yeah. I mean, he's not really into physical harm unless you're a binder, but
He wants the psychological harm.
yeah, I don't know what's worse, man. I mean, he's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So now it's the final round, and there are 10 contestants remaining. And I love how the guys, they're up on stage, and Chaitanya, he's like, I'm going to bust your nut. Then he's like, I'm going to fucking end you.
Yeah. They're just talking shit to each other.
The smack.
Yeah.
But before Guy can complete spelling his word, that's where you have that irate mother. She starts yelling, she's from the restaurant. She starts yelling outrageously, crude stuff.
Well, she's like, it's fitting that he would spell that word because it means like miscreant or something. And that's what he is. And then she's disruptive, and the proctor is like, "Ma'am, you got to calm down." Right. And she's like, "Fuck this. Fuck.
And she wants him to know that she has a very nice vagina.
It's tight." And she's screaming that as the cops are escorting her out.
She's being carried out. You're going to have to carry me out.
She has to make it known to everybody that, yeah, it's nice and tight.
And so now we're down to the final three. And we get more narration that's happening. And he says to us that, the humiliation part is already taken care of. And the favored child is all but killed. Maybe I already had my win. And so, okay, so it sounds like that maybe he might be willing to acquiesce and actually let the kid have the tournament here.
Yeah. I figured at this point he was done. He was ready to go.
But, and I mean, everything's kind of going to shit because now it's just Guy and Chaitanya because the third kid gets out.
Yep, he's down. And then he's like, well. And then what does he say? He says, I think you're going to like this. And then he gets his word, parasology. And Guy intentionally misspells it.
And Chaitanya knows.
And he sits down. He goes, all right, I'm finished here. You take it. It's all yours.
And I felt that he was actually being really genuine, too.
I did, too.
Like, he forgave Chaitanya for what happened. And,
He
what, kid? Go ahead. Take it.
Throughout this whole thing, too, is he had learned to kind of respect the kid in that the kid could play his own game. He could cuss. He could hang with him. He could pull the same mind fucks. And even when he burned, Todd, the kid still got his revenge on him. So I think to him, this kid is actually a good kid in his mind. He likes this kid.
Or the kid has potential of being a good kid. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's clear he's got shit parents. So maybe he will, be a, what do you call it? Mentor. Can you imagine?
And so I think the Guy thinks he's gotten his pound of flesh. And with that, okay, so Chaitanya, he goes up and he gets his word infinitesimally and he misspells it on purpose. He's like, what happened? What are you doing? If you think everything I said was a lie, then I'll prove it that it wasn't. It's not about winning anymore. And then with that, they both continue to misspell words.
And everyone's like, come on, guys, what the fuck is going on?
And they're openly arguing in front of everybody now. And then
on TV.
And then, holy crap, we watched Chaitanya. He gives Guy a nice big kick to the balls.
Good for him.
Then he swings a chair and hits Bowman. That's when I went, oh my God, this turned into Springer.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I'm thinking Springer on TV. And you know what? That's getting more people to tune in,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, someone getting hit with chairs. It's like wrestling, but different.
And so all of a sudden, the spelling contest is off the air for a couple of minutes.
I thought they both end up just getting disqualified.
So you would think.
I thought so, too.
But no, they let them continue. They go back on the air.
Yeah, so Dr. Bowman, he gives a brief speech, and, you both handled yourselves incredibly poorly, but we're going to continue on. I think he just should have called it right there and say there's no winner this year. But nope, he wants to go on for some deranged reason.
Oh, it's ego, for sure. And so Guy goes up and intentionally misspells another word, but this time, Chaitanya,
he begins, and then Dad, he interrupts, and he's like, please don't do this to us. And Guy looks at the dad, and Chaitanya, he starts spelling again, which, by the way, nerd in me, he would have been disqualified right there because you are not allowed to start over.
Yeah, fucker.
But anyway, as he starts spelling, then Guy finishes it off for him, and Chaitanya, he corrects him during this, and then suddenly he's declared the winner. What? You tricked me!
Totally. And then
Guy immediately gets up and leaves, grabs his jacket, and walking out the door.
And Chaitanya's like, I'm going to split it with you. We'll be co-50-50 or co-winners.
But this is where I think Guy fucked him over again, which I don't know if he did it on purpose or not. But if you look at the Squibs National Spelling Bee, second place and third place both get a prize. First place gets $50,000, second place gets $25,000, and third place I think gets $15,000. So Guy got a money prize too, and half of the winner's money.
I'm sure he probably knew it, but Guy being Guy wasn't going to say nothing.
Unless they disqualified him and didn't give him a prize.
Well, and Guy didn't ask for half.
No.
The kid offered it up.
So that's went into that police car that he gets at the end.
Okay, but
sure,
that's how Scripps runs their spelling bee. This isn't Scripps.
I assumed that they were the model for this movie.
Well, when you assume,
you make an ass out of you and him.
Yeah.
So how does Guy respond?
He flips him off. Because they're friends now.
That is so you.
Yeah. Who, me?
Yes.
What are you talking about? And then we cut to the hotel. And Jenny and Guy are leaving, and they run into Bowman.
Well, the night before, we see Guy writing a letter.
Well, actually, that happens.
Oh, does it happen?
It happens after the spelling bee, and it's right before this. So it's a heartbeat before this.
Mm-hmm.
And so with this letter, he gives it to Bowman, and you think at this moment Bowman's going to read it or do something, right? But it's like one of those needle scratches. Bateman's talking to him, and all of a sudden Bowman just starts ripping it up. He says, why the fuck do you think I would have any interest in what you have to say?
And it's right here where we, the audience, it's revealed to us, the audience. Holy shit, the internal narration, it's the letter.
Yeah.
And so with that, the narration immediately stops as soon as he tears the envelope in half.
Yes, that's what I was thinking with the needle scratch moment.
And doesn't he say something like, spoiler, I'm your kid?
Well, no, he says,
he says,
why, what makes you think that anything you could say interests me? And the response is,
well, then there's the bit in there about me being your son.
And he walks off.
So, and right after he does that, something interesting happens. He reaches out and he grabs Jenny's hand and pulls her along.
And that's kind of the little bit of emotional growth that we were talking about earlier, right? The little
upswing.
bit of the arc, yeah.
Yeah, the upswing.
Maybe he doesn't have to be such a dick all the time.
Well, later that night they're having some
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
So maybe the compromise is she just wears, like a sleeping mask.
No, she wants her eyes open. She just doesn't want him to look at her.
And he has to wear the sleeping mask.
Have you guys never experienced this? Am I the only...
Have you've had a shame fuck?
Wait a minute. Was I not supposed to look at... Never mind. I mean, I digress.
You always make eye contact with me.
I know. Eye contact's very important.
Yeah.
How, buddy?
So the narration continues, and we have Dr. Bowman. He is reading the letter on the plane.
I think that's where it clicked for me, that this whole thing was the letter.
It didn't click into me until you guys said it.
Well,
I'm going to have to back now and watch it again.
I mean, I definitely would watch this movie again. That's for sure.
So now we're back at school in Chaitanya. He continues to be bullied.
But this time, his buddy comes up, and he's in a police car.
Guy rolls up in a police car. Let's go chase some bad guys. I would love to.
Did you notice that the police car had the Kojak light?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And so, I mean, yeah, this 40-year-old dude's running down these 12-year-olds on a bike. I guess that's cool. And that was Bad Words. All right, what do you guys think? You guys ready to rate this flick?
I'm ready to rate this flick. How about you, John? You ready to rate this flick?
Abso-fucking-lutely. A, B, S, A, F, U, C, K, I, N, G, L, O, O, T, L, Y. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Hey, Professor, how do we do our ratings?
We do our ratings on a scale of 1 to 5 fucks. 5 fucks is a movie that we think is cinematic gold. A 1 fuck movie is you get done watching it and you're thinking to yourself, I am never watching that again.
And what's a 0?
A 0 fuck movie, you get done watching it, you turn to your buddy and you're like, oh, for shit's sake, what the hell? Why would you make me? I want 1 hour and 29 minutes of my life back.
Or in other words, we just don't give a fuck. Well, since it was my McLovin who threw this into the Bronco helmet,
I was thinking the very same thing.
I'll go first.
You go first.
Thanks, buddy. Bad Words is a film that, depending on who you are, it's really going to offend you or it's not. There are some very questionable scenes. Did the filmmakers go too far in a couple of places? In my humble opinion, and we all know how humble I am, maybe just a little. I thought Jason Bateman was delightful. Catherine Hahn was a lot of fun. The little kid was adorable. And, even though it was cringy and kind of questionable, I think at the very end, it does show that people can change, even if it's just a little. And even if it is just a little, it's a step in the right direction. And I call that progress. And we can all work together in progressing in life. It's for those reasons I'm giving Bad Words 3 solid fucks.
3 solid fucks.
Yeah.
I can go next.
Fire it up.
But before I give my rating,
Yes,
Don,
sir.
would you
Yes,
like to guess what my rating is going
You're
to be?
going to give Bad Words 2.25 fucks.
2.25 fucks. You give it a 3, right?
Yep.
So 2.25, is that your final answer?
Should it be? I felt like he went like this. All right, 2.25 fucks. Fucker.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Okay. Bad Words is a fun, mean-spirited little comedy that works mostly because of Jason Bateman and Rohan Chand are both really entertaining and play off each other perfectly. I liked how the mystery was set up, making you wonder why he entered the spelling bee, but it became pretty easy to guess once they dropped the clues about kids inheriting traits from their parents. Catherine Hahn was okay, but felt underused, and her character issues were never really explained. Still, it's definitely fun to watch, and not a one and done for me. If you like dark comedy and Jason Bateman, this movie is for you. If you're easily offended by bad words, which I'm guessing if you listen to this show, you're not, but if you are, maybe skip this one. It's for those reasons I'm giving Bad Words 3.25 fucks out of 5.
Damn. Way off.
Oopsies.
Yeah, that's okay. You're up there, Guy.
Bad Words is a movie that I've never heard of before, and in watching it, I am apprehensive that I am going to embrace the movie, because when it comes to comedies, watching a comedy by yourself for the first time, that can be a little tricky, because I am dependent on the audience around me to help carry me with the movie, as well as having the experience of people that I can talk to the moment something is happening in the movie, just to give some sort of an expression of like, oh my God, type of thing. And having the movie be what it was, it opened up with a character that is truly a dickhead. And I'm thinking, through the first, half hour of the movie, it's just like, dude, you got to turn this around. You're going to turn this around. It's a dark comedy, so eventually he should be somebody that I'm supposed to like. I just got to be patient. And hopefully I will be rewarded with a character that is more likable than he is at the beginning of the movie. And having the persistence of the Chaitanya kid, so wonderful, because, he is always positive, he is always upbeat, and he's always straightforward. And having him be a spar for Guy worked very well for me. I really enjoyed watching those two characters interact with each other anytime they were together in the movie. And sometimes when we got into other areas of the movie and I'm dealing with other characters, I'm thinking a little bit, you should get back to Chaitanya. Chaitanya would be good to have again. And so I found myself, okay, I am definitely tugging for the story arc that I'm getting between these two characters. And so, that's definitely a good thing for me to have. As the movie continues to progress and we get some of these outrageous behavior moments, there were moments like, geez, I wish somebody was around that I could say, here, watch this scene right here. You don't need to know anything. Just watch this scene. Okay, that's another plus for the movie. It's like, okay, so now I'm a good halfway through the movie and I'm thinking, all right, I think it's made it over the hump, and yeah, I like this, and I got to believe that we're going to get the redemption that I want to see out of Guy. It'll be curious to see how it plays out, because in a spelling bee, there's only going to be one winner. There's no tie, so I wonder how that's going to play out at the end. And so by the time we got to the third act, it's like, all right, here we go. I'll be curious to see the roller coaster that we're on, and it is a wonderful little roller coaster. It is so delightful having Chaitanya, going toe to toe with Guy, and how they spar physically, and then eventually, how they spar verbally, and then eventually physically with each other, to have their back and forth, and then to have the bee end the way that it does, where he is tricked into spelling it correctly, and they give him the title. It's like, oh, that's nice. That was fitting. And I enjoyed how things played out at the end between Guy and his dad, and having him grabbing Jenny's hand and pulling her along. So the movie is a down movie with our protagonist of Guy, but it does have an upswing at the end. Does it have enough of an upswing? I don't know. I guess I would have liked a little bit more, but it was nice to have the note end on an upswing, and having him show up to Chaitanya with the police car at the end. It's like, okay, he definitely wants to be a part of the kid's life, and he's happy to see Guy as well. So I thought the movie just ended well. I really think that this movie is a fun watch, and I would be happy to watch this movie again anytime. I think I've been going back and forth about it, but in the end, yeah, 3.25 fucks.
3.25 fucks from the professor and the comic book guy, and 3 fucks from myself gives Bad Words an average of 3.2 fucks, which now puts it in the 23rd spot with Red Dawn, Bloodsport, Ratatouille, The Last Samurai, Dark City, Starship Troopers, and Galaxy Quest. It is slightly better than Doc Hollywood, I Am Legend, Catch Me If You Can, Daddy's Home 2, Doctor No, Best in Show, and Far and Away. And it is slightly worse than The Campaign, Krampus, RoboCop, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Grandma's Boy, Gross Point Blank, Doctor Sleep, Roadhouse, Chef, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. All right, that is going to wrap it up for this episode of Three Guys in a Flick. If you would like to know which movie we're going to be reviewing next, please check out the website. Speaking of which, hey, John, where can they find us?
You can find us at threeguysinaflick.com, where we post all of our show notes. You can check out what movie's coming out next, and you can listen to any of our podcasts on there. There's also a web form on there that you can submit a movie you'd like to go in the Bronco helmet. And we've added an option that you can leave a voicemail where you can go ahead and review a movie that we've talked about, tell us where we're wrong, record whatever you want, even suggest a movie, and we'll play it on the show in the future. In fact, we received a voicemail.
Hey, Three Guys. This is Mark C. from Amherst, New Hampshire. I've been following you for about a year, and you're one of my favorite podcasts. I'm reaching out in regards to the Labyrinth episode, and this one's for Ken and John, the two Trekkies. When you were talking about the who's who behind the screen, I kept hoping you were going to mention who the director of choreography and puppet movement was. It was Dr. Crusher from TNG, although here she is listed as Cheryl McFadden, not Gates. Hey, thanks for all that you do, and remember, if you keep recording, I'll keep listening. F off, and good night.
Thank you, Mark C. We love the voicemail. And yeah, you two dill holes, I can't believe you missed that.
That was on my notes to mention, and I'm glad that he mentioned it because I completely forgot.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
And you can also find us at all of social media, where on Tuesdays I've been announcing what movie we have coming out on that following Thursday. And you can find us at any place that hosts podcasts. While you're listening to us, give us a rating, give us a like. You can even post in the comments what movie you'd like us to review next.
All right. I just want to thank Mick Lovin, a.k.a. Keenan, for throwing this into the Broncos helmet. We had a lot of fun watching and reviewing it. We hope you have a lot of fun listening. Wait, he's not going to listen to it. We hope you all have a good time listening to it. One who listens and who has suggested a movie. If you keep listening, we'll keep recording. For Three Guys in a Flick, I'm Don.
I'm John.
And I'm Ken. Thanks for listening.
Three guys with some mics, yeah, dive into the flicks. We're here for the real talk, no time for the tricks. Don is the captain, steering us right. Kid drops now to shedding light. John with the comics, bringing the hype. From the good, the bad, to the absurd, we break it down, make sure you heard. Passion for the screen, we ride or die about movies. You know we always give a fuck, no lie.
John's favorite episode was that special episode on Different Strokes. You know which one I'm talking about.
You're not the one on Family Ties when the uncle gets a little frisky?
He doesn't get frisky. He dies.
No, there's an episode where the uncle tries to get a
Who's the uncle?
I don't remember who played him, but there was an episode where the uncle hit on Jason Bateman's character.
Oh, because his other uncle, who Tom Hanks plays, dies in a car accident, drinking and driving.
That's right. That's a different one. But yeah, there was one that I think they never showed it again after that because it was a really creepy-ass episode.
Good grief.
But I will reveal that I did have to look up the spelling of abso-fucking-lutely to make sure I had it right.
I would have thought it would be funny if you didn't. If you didn't get it right.
Okay, is that going to change how you pronounce it?
No.
He just has to throw it out there.
I'm not there yet.
You never are, bud. I think that says more about Ken, though. Oh my God, dude. It's 3.25 plus 3.25 plus 3 divided by 3 equals... Oh, he's going to beat you with his brain.
I have it 3 points. How many do you have?
I have 2.
I have 3. Ken?
0.
Fuck this guy, right?
Do you want me to start first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Bad wanks.
Bad wanks. Bang wanks. I have bad whores.
I have bad wads.
And I have bad moms.
Bad moms. Isn't that a movie?
It is a movie, so I don't know if that one actually counts. With Catherine Hahn, incidentally.
My other one's a little bit of a mouthful. I had bad words, nice curves.
Not bad, though. How about bad curves? Bad meaning good. You know, like she's a bad mamma jamma. Bad curves? No, you don't like that one?
No.
No. Okay. What do you think?
Well, let's let the professor decide.
Why? If he doesn't come prepared
Well, that makes
to bring one, then why should he get to vote?
The judges don't spell words.
Who
He's the judge.
declared? Who said that?
He's great at the trivia and everything, so he's a good judge. So I'm gonna let him.
You're not. You're gonna let him. Okay.
I vote for him.
All right. Go ahead, Professor. Which one's the winner?
Bad whores.
I don't know why I talk so much shit. He always picks mine.
I like good whores though.
Oh no, bad not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. Thank you, Run DMC.
Which would Marzipan be? Marzipan be?
She'd be bad. She'd be a bad mamma jamma.
Be a bad whore.
Well, I mean, ouch.
Yeah, like bad as in, naughty.
I'm gonna go with
Naughty.
3.0. 3 fucks. 3 on the Jurgen scale.
3. I'm gonna go with 3.5.
3 1/4.
Yeah, I like that. We're all kind of the same stamina. That's weird.
And may all your days and nights be filled with happiness.
All right, fuck off. Good night.
With laughter and debates, we hit the sky. So tune in to the thrill, catch the vibe. As 3 guys in a flick, keep the passion alive.